On December 18th, 2017, I was finishing up my last exam in university. So I graduated exactly 4 years ago. And in this short amount of time, or long, depending on who you are, I was able to change jobs twice. I was able to increase my salary from 60K to six figures. I was able to start the side business, my YouTube channel, Primal Career. And I questioned my career path not once, not twice, but 100 times. I think I realized that nothing that I had planned earlier when I was in university happened the way I imagined it. So I realized when we are in university, we have a lot of misconceptions about what the real world looks like. So in this video, I want to share 4 lessons I learned for 4 years in the real world, so that hopefully you get some of this experience and apply it to your own life if you're still maybe early in your career or still studying. So lesson number one, your first job can highly influence the rest of your journey. So I'm very grateful I got my first job at PwC, one of the big four accounting firms. This firm put me on the rails to learn great and valuable skills, and it also gave me the chance to enter a very tight industry, which is the IT consulting industry. Not the most popular, but one of the most rewarding. And because of PwC, I was able to meet key people and learn great skills that helped me advance my career quite rapidly. After not even 2 years, I was able to upgrade to DXC Technology, where I had a senior role, helping me double my salary and giving me leadership experience I wasn't expecting to have that early in my career. And then again, thanks to DXC, I've gained enough experience and confidence to go independent and build my own consulting firm in only 4 years in the job market. So I give all the initial credits to PwC, because if I hadn't gotten the skills and the network initially, well, I don't think I would be in this position right now. So the lesson here is, if you make the effort of getting the best job you can out of university, it can help you kickstart your career the right way and gives you a boost compared to others, and then accelerate your career pretty fast. See it metaphorically this way. So if you start here and then you make a jump here, it won't be the same if you started here and then you made a similar jump, right? Your starting point is very important, but I will emphasize it can be important because you still need to do the work, be aware of things around you, etc. And on the contrary, even if you get a normal job at first, you can still hustle and have that boost a little later. I would compare that to being born in a first world country. Usually your life will be easier than being born in a third world country. However, there are many people who immigrate, hustle, and win at life, even if the first few stages were a bit difficult. But to get that first amazing job, I thought I would need the best major and best grades possible, which lead me to lesson number two. Your major and grades don't matter that much. It took me time to realize that, but trust me, I got more than 10 interviews in my last semester, and none of them ever asked me for my major or my grades. Now, there is always those minority of firms that will ask for them, but I don't feel them necessary for most of us. You can land a great first job even with a normal major and normal grades. And if it's the first time you're watching my channel, know that I majored in information systems and finished my degree with a 3.01 GPA after being below 2.9 for most of my university. And yeah, I got interviews at PwC and other reputable firms anyway. So if you can get great jobs without your major and grades, then know that the more experienced you become, well, the less your university degree matters. What then become important are the skills you'll be learning and the experience you'll be building. But here's the little hack. You can start doing that even before graduating. And that's what I try to do, and I explain all of this in this video that I'll link above. So if you're stressed about your grades, maybe you didn't get the grades that you wished you would have, or maybe you picked the wrong major and now it's kind of like too late, then know that you still have a chance. Just breathe. Some companies will reject you, but there are many companies that are just waiting for you to apply. And talking about that, if you need help with job searching, with getting more interviews, then know that I offer career coaching to help you with that. Just fill in the form below in the description box, and if you qualify, then I'll reach out to you. I personally had a lot of help during my university from my career advisors, so they were very happy for me when I landed PwC. And I still remember the feeling of getting that offer. I told myself I'll stay there at least 5 years and climb the corporate ladder, which didn't happen because of lesson number three, plan but stay alert. I swear to you, I was so happy I got PwC. I felt indebted to them and wanted to stay as much as possible. But if you stalk me on LinkedIn, well, you can see I stayed a little less than 2 years. So what happened? I just started to notice better opportunities around me. I noticed I could boost my skills and salary if I moved sooner than expected. And that decision was one of the hardest because I loved PwC, my colleagues, and my friends. But ultimately, I realized I had to think about my career progression and where best will I develop myself. I'm not against planning your career and moving ahead, but it's also dangerous to be too caught up with your original plan because you will disregard opportunities that can change your life. What I learned is we don't want jobs. We actually want the conditions that a job will give us, whether it's the money, the perks, the time, or the impact. When I understood that, then I made the decision to switch to DXC technology because PwC was no longer fulfilling the conditions that I wanted. And then when I started at DXC, I had a new mindset. I told myself I was going with the flow and I'm going to work there and keep my eyes opened. And it happened again. At the beginning of this year, I had no idea I was going to go independent consultant. If you watched my video on career goals earlier in this year, I even shared that my goal was to be promoted. But then I spotted this opportunity and went for it, which led me to the last lesson. Lesson number 4, your career is much more flexible than what you think. So we're past the time where people studied something at school to work in a specific field for 30 years. As I meet people, I realize how flexible our careers really are. To give you an example, one of my greatest colleagues used to work in sales at Pizza Hut, and now he's an IT consultant. Another one was a recruiter, and another one was a singer. Austin Belsac, who you've seen on the channel, worked in a hospital, I think in biomed, before being director at Microsoft. With all the online courses we have today, the freelancing platforms to use our skills, LinkedIn and other platforms, you can reinvent yourself many times as you wish. When I got that, I felt liberated. I can again go with the flow, work, learn valuable skills without worrying too much about maybe my career path because I know that the day where I will feel stuck or feel unhappy, I will have the opportunity to kind of change path. These 4 years went by so fast, but the souvenirs are still vivid in my memory. I'm grateful for the career that I'm having and the chance I have to share it with you on this YouTube channel. So if you're graduating soon, don't worry, it'll be all right. And if you graduated a little, maybe a year ago, and you're still early in your career, then know that you still have time. You will have time to kind of progress, boost your career, and land that job that you really want. Those were all the lessons I wish someone would have told me before I graduated, and I think it would have saved me a lot of stressful times. So tell me, what lesson did you wish you knew earlier before you graduated? If you didn't graduate, you're still studying, then tell me what lesson in this video hit you the most. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. It really helps this channel grow. Subscribe for more career content, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.